Our series, A More Perfect Union, is a reminder that what unites us as Americans is far greater than what divides us. Now, the economic downturn during the pandemic has cost almost a quarter of all hospitality workers their jobs. That is far worse than any other industry. But one jobless bar and restaurant consultant has landed on his feet by remaking pub trivia for pandemic times. And as Adriana Diaz shows us, his success is keeping people both connected and doing good at the same time.
Morning, everyone.
Life online can put us all in a box.
Welcome to your date.
From first dates to court dates.
Probable cause.
But like a lot of us, Stephen Walsh hadn't even heard of Zoom until last March.
The restaurant industry is reeling
when COVID crashed his Baltimore event business.
And my inbox was full of cancellations. I said to my wife, I was like, we're in trouble here.
Wow. You must have been panicked.
When you think you have a business and it's been going pretty well, and all of a sudden, in a few days, it's gone.
But the Ireland native's luck turned around. When else? St. Patrick's Day, when he took an old hobby and brought it online, hosting trivia on Zoom. 1,000 games later, he's reached players in 87 countries.
It's definitely the most I've earned in my life. It's turned into a career that I don't plan on moving back from.
Right.
Regulars often play with friends in other places.
She wrote her most famous book, a classic of its genre, at age 20.
But his questions that make you think may be the biggest draw.
That was Mary Shelley.
Walsh trivia, it's hard.
So hard, Walsh attracts Jeopardy contestants and even other trivia hosts like Lakeitha Smith from North Carolina.
A trivia game is only as good as its host. Stephen does a really great job of keeping the audience engaged, which as a trivia host, I can say it's difficult to do in person, but let alone over Zoom.
After so much talk of trivia, I had to try it myself.
What is the country that is home to the most people with a name starting and ending with the same letter?
So I'm assuming it's a country that starts and ends with A, because a lot of countries end in A. Oh, Australia.
So this is where I trick you. Everybody puts Australia.
No!
Argentina. Argentina.
Walsh crafts questions he calls Google-proof.
One team just high-fived and kissed.
But instead of competing for cash, weekly champions pick a charity and pay it forward. Because of this, so far Walsh has raised more than $100,000, holding whole games to benefit autism and Alzheimer's research, Baltimore's Ready Initiative for low-income college students, and Philadelphia's Youth Sentencing and Reentry Project, where after 31 years in prison, John Pace is now helping others with their second chance.
I think they begin to trust me that I was able to go through that experience. I made poor decisions. I was able to transition out of that, and I'm making better decisions now.
How do you feel having started this as a way to just get by for your family, and now you're able to help others?
It's been really, really fantastic on that end, and like people are so appreciative.
And people come back not just for the questions, but for the co-hosts.
Correct answer, do you know?
Yeah.
2-year-old Jameson.
Number 1.
And now his baby sister, Katerina, born just 3 weeks ago.
My wife, she was like, will Stephen host a game from the hospital room? Check in soon and find out.
Turns out the hospital Wi-Fi wasn't strong enough.
She's giving you the evil eye back.
But Walsh also had his hands full with his greatest win yet. For CBS This Morning, I'm Adriana Diaz.
Everybody looks like they're having a great time.
Yeah, I mean, what a great turnaround from being in trouble in this pandemic and then starting this, and who knew you could make a business out of that?
Maybe we need a trivia on the back end of our show. Why do people love trivia so much? I mean, I get it. I love it also.
I love that he's made it Google proof. That must mean it's really, really good.
I thought Adriana was very brave to do a question on camera.
Yes. Well, she could edit it.
Please let me know the answer, please.
It wasn't live.
It's not live.
Yeah.